I have a spiel on these, right? So everyone's, you can't grow peanuts here. You know, we don't grow peanuts here. But my biggest thing is always, plants can't read books, and so you know, as long as our climate, usually there are some things that it's a climate thing. Most of the time, it's a soil thing.
Okay.
Soil, specifically soil texture, right? Um, and not necessarily like a temperature thing. There are some things that there are that, like
yeah.
cherries, right? We're just
Apple,
too
stuff
dang
like
hot. Yeah. But for this, it was more of a soil thing. So I did a bunch of research, and we here they are.
Wow.
You can see them down in there.
So how do you process this? Like, do you just?
So what we would do is take them up to the barn. We'll pull them off the plant and let them dry. We dried some last week. Take about a week or two to dry, and then we're selling them fresh.
Really?
We're not roasting them. We'll tell our customers to
You could do boiled peanuts for the
boiled
Louisiana,
peanuts. Yeah,
Louisiana
man.
people.
And so
That's awesome, though.
yeah, and pretty decent yield. You can see all those peanuts on there.
Right.
This plant probably could have gone another week or so.
That's what I was going to ask you. How do you know when they're done?
So ideally, the foliage actually starts to yellow, and so you can see some of these over here, kind of yellowed out. Let's see if that. Let's test the theory. This plant's kind of smaller. I can see. Oh yeah, see bigger peanuts in there.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, I bet if you asked about 10 people, 5 out of 10 people would not know they came out of the
That
ground.
they came out of the ground, or though I get a lot that, oh, peanuts. Well, where are your peanut trees at?
Exactly.
So it's actually a legume. Not just that, it's closely related to alfalfa. And if you've ever seen alfalfa grown,
That's what it looks
you
like.
can tell it looks really similar to that.
That's crazy.
So we're pretty excited about them.
So I've been munching on some peanuts.
We have, yeah, we dry, even fresh. They're not bad. They actually get more flavorful as they dry.
Okay.
So, like,
So it's pretty bland when you eat it.
they're fairly bland when you eat them. As they dry, they get more, and you can see they're really hard to crack whenever they're
Fresh.
fresh. But there you go.
I mean, it's a legume, like you were saying. Like
It's a legume. You'd be surprised at how much flavor there's not there.
It tastes like a bean. Like it tastes more like a bean than it does.
Tastes more like a bean than a peanut. You get a little hint of peanut on the end.
Yeah.
But a week being dried, most flavorful peanut you ever tasted.
That's nuts, man.
Isn't that cool?
All from a little experiment. People saying you couldn't do it.
People say we couldn't do it, and so we did it.
So this can be something you do every year now.
I think so, especially there's some pretty ones, especially if our customers really like them. Like if they go really well at our market, we'll put them in our CSA and get positive feedback. It'll definitely go into our crop rotation. Pros and cons to them. Pros, they're nitrogen fixers because they're legumes. So
Okay.
we're actually we're building our soil here.
Oh, gotcha.
So if we go back with a leafy green here this fall, we'll be better for it.
Well.
Yeah. Really low maintenance. We fed them a little bit in the very beginning and then just kind of let them do their thing. Cons, the only way that I could buy is a 50-pound bag, and we planted about 200 feet of them, and I had 49.5 pounds left.
So you got peanuts for years.
So I'm not sure the shelf life of those dried seeds. So we'll see next year.
Okay.
Another con, 120 days.
I was going to ask you, when did you plant them?
Yeah, so 4 months ago.
Wow.
So for a small farm, unless you're just looking for a good legume, like nitrogen fixing cover crop that will give you some fruit, and you're looking for something different, it would be a good option. But remember, you got different beans out there, and your black-eyed peas, a lot of your cow peas that would do something similar
and be easier
and be quicker,
and more cost efficient. Maybe.
But if you're looking for peanuts, they're really fun. I mean, especially if you got kids and stuff at the house, how fun would it be to
grow peanuts?
Pull a alfalfa looking plant out of the ground and there be peanuts attached to it on the bottom.
Right.
So I think there's definitely a place in small to medium sized scale ag for them. but just understanding the pros and cons, you
Right.
know.
I mean, it would take quite a bit of. I mean, y'all get some peanuts out of this, but like it's not enough. Like, is the juice? I mean, this is more of like an experiment this year. Like the juice wasn't worth the
Kind
squeeze,
of.
like on that.
So, and again, it's like, what was the squeeze for you?
Yeah.
It's only worth it if it's worth it to you.
Right.
It might not be worth it to another farm. For us, you know, could we have used this space this summer? Maybe, maybe not. We had a pretty good summer.
Right.
You know.
But I mean, y'all designate enough. Y'all have enough space
We have
here
enough
to where you
space.
you can have some experimental.
We can
beds.
play a little bit for sure.
Yeah.
Um,
And you got room for expansion too.
Plenty of room for expansion. And so, all in all, we're gonna call it a success, and peanuts are gonna be on our crop plan every year.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we're gonna get our market excited and ready for them, and they're definitely gonna be rocking.
There's a lot of peanuts. I mean,